Hopefully this ain't tilted or weird. I have these in, so I'm loud. It is background noise, but so what? Um, I'm just excited because I knew that shit did that. Bye. I yeah, I haven't done this in a very, very, very long time, which is re reading my poetry, reciting my poetry out loud. And I have done it recently in audio format on like YouTube short thing, whatever for my vlog, but I don't know. I just want to get into this more because it's beautiful for me to do. So I'm going to pull up that document. I'm going to be actually releasing this book of poems, collection of poetry. Actually, it's just a collection. It was multiple books of poetry. Like, oh my gosh. From years and years and years of my like young, young womanhood and maybe young, yeah, it was very young. And then some were all the way up through it was like 6, 7 years, 8 years or something of just poems. But I had like condensed it to what I felt was best for me and what felt right and what needed to be what I felt I could release. Um, and so I'm excited. So hold on a second. I'm gonna pull this up. Okay. Um, so the title is A Vintage Heart Poetry Collection by Mnet. And I'm actually gonna read the inner um the introduction. Ooh, this unedited collection of poems I wrote between the years of 2013 to 2020. Inspired via a plethora of experiences and situations, murky and lost in the shadows. That's because I would write and write and write, and then I would just leave all my writing, like put it away. And then, also what I wrote about the contents of a heart, right? Um, which is like the theme. I'll continue reading. This, long before and at the onset of any gross and conscious awareness. Fragments of who I am and used to be reside in these transmissions. I gently hold space for her, myself, with compassion. Yeah. Unearthed, December 2023. That was when I was amidst my first rite of passage. That's what I knew it as and know it as. These were actually unearthed. I was on a different continent. Gratitude is all that is felt for showing me how pure, broken, honest, and full of myself I was and can still see. To return with some of these pieces is a graceful act. With love, Himnet. And it's Contents of a Heart. Piece 1, Delighted in Darkness. Piece 2, Diaspora's Drowning Daughter. Piece 3, Shades of Sandpaper. Piece 4, Untied. So piece 2 and 3, I remember when I was writing those, and piece 1, that was during times when I first started writing again. Um, I was in my very, very early 20s. Literally like 20, 21, I don't know. And 22, 23, like, yeah, very early those years. And then piece two was like 25, 26, something like that. And then piece four was thereafter. And then I have the years even on here. I'm screaming. Because I always date, my writings and things like that. So, yeah. Um, so a vintage heart, the poetry collection. I don't know what. I'm just gonna scroll. I'm gonna see where I stop. Okay. Spirits be spiriting. Ah! This is a part of piece one, Delighted in Darkness. It's the years, it said started around 2013. I think maybe all of those were during that time. And this one is titled To Return Near. Interesting. Her biggest fear is fear itself. For the fear to manifest in her, it is the fear of hell lived through the breaths she takes by herself. What is it about the places she hasn't been or the lost looks she takes within? The glass awaits as the foot is hers to be fitted, to chase after that one dream or parade. A man? Is he waiting, courting, and making a way for them to blossom, but she insists on playing the victim? Why does she want to be wanted? Is his wanting the what she's been waiting for? So there can't be any problems anymore? Will it be then all the fears are washed away, as her draining life is the pipes of this cleansing day? Whew. Interesting, because I've been having dreamscapes lately. Really interesting. Okay. Wow. So that was one of the poems. Wow. Like I'm over here like on some, let's dissect this. I'm like self-inquisitory, self-inquisitive take on everything. Interesting. Well, I'm not gonna do that now, but my body feels a lot. I'm gonna cry, which is good. Wow. So I'm gonna be releasing um these writings, this specific collection. It's the first collection I will release, and yeah, I'm gonna do some probably like editing. I wanna not editing, it's unedited, but the designing. I don't know, maybe not. I might just leave it, but I'm working on that. And it's exciting because it allows me to be myself, all parts of me, and I want to start here because it makes sense. And I've always wanted to. I have other finished collections that I'll release when it's time. And yeah, this is interesting. I have other poems too. Well, I guess I'll leave it. I'll leave it with this one. Let's do another one, and then I'm just gonna scroll up and see where it stops. Oh, it stopped right. It stopped at piece three, Shades of Sandpaper, and I have 2017 in the parentheses. So now I'm going to scroll and see what comes up, what poem from this area. Ah, okay. Well, it stopped right here. I don't know what the title is. Okay, that's okay. I moved up because the poem stopped here. Interesting. Okay, this is interesting. This is like a live divination for myself. Yes, literally. Everything is, but you know. So it's called Makings of Me. Shit. I thought I was my mother's daughter, but I have left those thoughts in her stomach now. She is full. Full. A fool, FOOL, because she has had enough of me and her tears taste like raw bees, bees that sting her tongue and she swallows them because I make movements. I am closest, so she hates me. Mommy, mommy, you are home now. Interesting. Yeah, that girl was on some little prophetic stuff. Okay, because what's going on here? Or it was just in my. Yeah. So no more poems for today. Goodbye. Nothing else. Um, the crying will come out maybe after. Do some diaphragmatic breathing. But so those two poems were interesting for me. They make sense for what I'm moving through now. And um even karmic stuff is interesting. Okay, I'm just breathing. We take these moments to breathe. When I read this, right, it's dense. Um, parts of me that I just kind of like, whatever. Um, but it's okay. I'm right here now. I'm gonna put some essential oil in because I'm gonna be crying. Ooh, essential oils. That makes me think about something I wanted to post about essential oils. Um, I have my own personal blends that I've been making for literally years. It didn't start off with like specific to aromatic um aromatherapy reasons and purposes. It was more of like herbal plant things for like hair and skin. And then, I learned like why the herbs and plants make me feel the way they make me feel and what was happening with my nervous system. And what I learned, which was it was just a random thing that popped up, never so random, um, for me. And I um had learned like why some things were my favorite plants and herbs and essential oils in particular, because essential oils are the volatile, like they contain the most like the potent purity of the plant constituents and what it contains and the healing properties for our nervous system, and it's directly connected to our um the olfactory bulb is directly connected, the receptor, so the nerve endings, like what our brain receives, is directly connected to the amygdala in the brain, which is the center in our brain that is our responses to stress, survival responses. Um, so fight, flight, freeze, fawn, like, and that's why aromatherapy and essential oils are so dynamic and so beneficial for our whole being. Even when you think about ancient, like I'm thinking of, um, holy scents and incense and oils and resins and things like that. How, like, this is how I came to know that, obviously, from the what I was born into. So, yeah, beautiful. Um, I feel my emotions coming up. Finally, sometimes it takes time for the somatic releases to come out.